The Raven Inn was the only building in Black Hollow with lights still on. But somehow, it felt abandoned long before Emma arrived. Emma parked her car, the engine cutting out as she stared at the buzzing red letters. "Looks like this is the only place open tonight." The lobby was cold, smelling of damp wood and old secrets. Before Emma said a single word, the old man already knew why she had come. Emma cleared her throat, her voice trembling slightly in the silence. "I'd like a room for the night." The man didn't look up from his ledger. He simply slid an antique brass key across the counter. "Room 7 is waiting for you." A chill ran down her spine. "How did you know I needed a room?" "Everyone who comes to Black Hollow stays in room 7. She looked around the empty desk, her journalist's instinct kicking in. "Are there any other guests?" "No one ever checks out." Every photograph on the wall had one thing in common. No one had a face anymore. Who would erase every face like this? Emma turned toward the window as a sudden flash of light illuminated the road outside. For just a second, she realized someone was watching. She called out to the empty night, but the figure was gone. "Hello? Are you lost?" Only the sound of the rain replied. The hallway to her room was narrow and dark. The room looked abandoned, yet it felt like someone had been waiting. Rain blew through an open window onto a cracked mirror. A message was scrawled in red. "Don't look outside after midnight." Emma's heart hammered against her ribs as she read the glass. Who wrote this? She reached out to touch the wet surface. The air in the room turned ice cold. At exactly midnight, Black Hollow woke up. The silence was broken by a heavy chime. The lights in the hallway began to flicker violently, casting rhythmic shadows against the bottom of the door. Something was coming. No footsteps, no breathing, only 3 impossible knocks. The sound echoed through the room like a death sentence. Emma's hand shook as she reached for the brass knob. She could hear a faint, ragged whisper coming from the hallway. "Emma, don't open the door. He's standing behind you." The voice was like a cold wind against her ear. She realized too late that the warning wasn't about the door. It was about what was already in the room with her. Her scream was cut short as the darkness closed in. In Black Hollow, no one ever really checks out.